Before we get into this video, guys, if you guys are looking to improve your skills in the sticks, I will leave a link down in the description. Go check out Fatal Grips and use Ritch at checkout for 10% off. What's up, guys, and welcome to today's video in the first part of a two-part review with the bitter rivals Roy Keane and Patrick Vieira. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Irishman and Man United legend Roy Keane, guys. I have them in a 4-4-2 formation, which isn't a formation that I really use, but I thought that having those two in the middle and not having a cam in front of them, they'd be able to get on offense and back on defense and kind of just control that midfield. And let me tell you guys, they did exactly that. These two were beasts, and Roy Keane specifically was unbelievable, guys. If you were to get through this midfield with Roy Keane there, you could consider yourself very, very lucky. This guy tackles hard, he's strong, and he definitely wins people off the ball with ease. This card was a ton of fun to play with. I had so much fun with it on FIFA 15. I think I even had more fun with it on FIFA 16. You guys will see in the highlights why I did. I actually scored a good amount of goals with him, and I did not expect that because his finishing and scoring stats really aren't that great. But he did turn out for me, and I did have a ton of fun playing with him. Let's go ahead now, guys, and take a look at his face card stats. 71 pace, 71 shot, 81 passing, 78 dribbling, 86 defense, and 90 physical. He has a 3-star weak foot, 2-star skill moves, and the medium-high work rate. And in 6 games, guys, I scored 5 goals with him. In my opinion, that is a lot of goals to score with Roy Keane, a guy who is kind of just going to be a defensive-minded person, kind of just chill in the midfield and make tackles, interceptions, key plays on defense. No, Keane did everything. Offense, defense, you name it, he was there. Keane was involved in almost every play, as was Vieira. But in my opinion, guys, Keane is better than Vieira, and you will see that in my Vieira review when I release that. But they are just both really, really good. Like I said, I prefer Keane. Keane is awesome, guys. And you will see that in his in-game stats and his highlights we're going to check out right now. So we're now going to go ahead and take a look at Roy Keane's in-game stats. 95 aggression, 89 interceptions, 82 vision, 88 reactions, 92 stamina, and 89 strength. He also has 84 ball control, 85 long passing, 84 marking, 89 short passing, and he also has 82 slide tackle rating and a 90 standing tackle rating. He also has a 3-star weak foot, 2-star skill moves, that medium-high work rate, along with a tactician speciality and the injury-prone trait. This dude is a tank. So we're going to go ahead, guys, and take a look at some highlights and get right into Roy Keane's pros and cons. My first pro for this card, as you can see in that clip right there, is Roy Keane's strength. With a 90 physical rating on his face card and a 95 aggression, 89 strength rating, Keane is an absolute tank. And if you come up against one online and you don't have some stronger attackers on the game, you're going to be in for a long game. His strength not only helps him defensively, but I really had an easy time coming upfield with Keane. He's almost impossible to get out the ball, and you can really use this to your advantage with him on your team. My second pro for Keane is his tackling. With an 86 defensive rating on his face card, as well as an 89 interceptions, 90 standing tackle, and 82 slide tackle rating, Keane can really play center mid or center defensive mid. If you can make it through the midfield without getting hit with a brutal tackle from Keane, consider yourself lucky. EA really did a nice job of bringing in what Keane was like in real life in this game. He's just as ferocious and aggressive on the game as he was in real life. My third pro for Keane is his playmaking ability, and this can cover a wide range of things. Keane can actually score goals, and I figured that he really wouldn't score that much, but he actually scored a ton, which is never a bad thing. And on top of this, on top of his awesome finishing after a tackle, Keane is really good at getting up and putting his good passing stats to use by getting the ball upfield for an attack. Along with his finishing and passing, Keane also does a good job of maintaining a correct position. He's able to contribute on offense and then get back to make his presence known on defense. Now, I do have one con for Keane, and it is his brutal 2-star skills. This con can really depend on the type of player that you are, and if you're into skilling, well, Keane may not be your guy. Then again, many CDM type players really do not have that many skills, but 2-star skills is pretty bad. If you aren't into skilling, then you can definitely get away with Keane, and he's one of those players that may not need skills really to get around defenders. He's more likely just to run right through them. Overall, Keane is an absolute beast. This is now going to take me into the overall summary of Roy Keane, and I believe that out of a 10 scale rating, he deserves a 9.4 out of 10. A solid midfielder, Keane combines his strength with great tackling and overall ability to make plays happen. He can really play any role from cam to CDM. He can definitely fit into anyone's team. His pros and cons are listed, as well as the goals and assists that I had in the games played with Roy Keane. So up next in the reviews, guys, we have the second part of a double review with French and Arsenal legend Patrick Vieira. We're coming up to the tail end of these legends, guys, and it looks like the only two that I'm not going to be able to do, unfortunately, or afford are Pele and Hullet. If you guys are lucky enough to have one of these on your account, even if it's a loan, I'd love to do a review on them. You can always DM me on Twitter. Right now, I'm working on a triple review with Gary Lineker, Teddy Sheringham, and Phil Neville, all English legends. So that's why I'm doing a full English legend team, or English team with them, excuse me. And as always, guys, feedback is appreciated. Feeling crazy, hit that like or subscribe button. I appreciate you guys checking out this review. And until next time, I will talk to you later.